I know for a fact the battery will be worse than all the rest of the S25 lineup because it's the same chip, the same screen, it's the same everything else. It's just a smaller battery. So how much worse is TBD? And then the other question is like, who is this for, and will they actually be okay with this phone? We got first hands-on impressions with the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge.
I saw you went to go to reach for it.
I have here the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, which by comparison is a mega thick phone at 8.2 millimeters.
Jeez.
It's crazy. We got to see it. We got confirmed specs. We got confirmed dimensions for the first time when we saw it. And I still, like, even looking at it right in front of me before they let me pick it up, I was like, it's thin, but it's not that much thinner. And then they said the dimensions. They said 5.8 millimeters thick. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's thinner, but whatever. And then you hold it and you're like, oh, whoa, this is really, really thin.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It even on video of my own hands holding it, it doesn't look that much thinner, but it is very noticeably thinner to hold. So that's what Edge is. The Edge is a phone that lives somewhere between the S25 and S25 Plus and the S25 Ultra. It's $1099 US.
It's more expensive.
It's more expensive than the Plus. It's less expensive than the theoretically brand new Ultra. And it's just thinner. It has the camera from the Ultra, the primary camera from the Ultra.
That's weird.
It has a 12 megapixel ultra wide. It has no telephoto.
Okay.
And it has a 3,900 milliamp hour battery. Titanium rails. It's just a thin phone.
So question.
Yeah.
It's not silicon carbon?
It's not. Yeah.
Let's play the sound.
What?
I don't know, like a sad,
Just do one.
A sad one.
Any sound?
No, like a sad one, like a trombone.
Bad. No, don't do that.
Thank
That
you.
worked pretty
That's
well.
good. That was a good one. Yeah, it's not silicon carbon, and people asked about this, and we got a no from Samsung, and I kind of wonder if it was, how much bigger the battery could have been, because the obvious comment is, "Hey Samsung, we all just want a phone with better battery at the same thickness, and all of your new phones don't have silicon carbon. If you did do this ultra thin phone, if you did silicon carbon, it could have had the same battery life, and that would have been fine, but they didn't." So that was a little bit of a head scratcher.
Really weird.
Maybe the next version, maybe some. I don't know when they plan on moving to that. I think it is a scale question. If you ever look at the numbers and how much volume these silicon carbon battery phones are, the Samsung would be by far the biggest. So maybe they can't quite secure quality batteries at that scale yet.
I have so many things that I want you to test during the review. Because, I want to know, does it get hotter when you're charging it? Because there's less thickness.
Yeah. So I would say watch the impressions video if you haven't already seen it. We'll link it in the show notes. My main questions, obviously there's less room in the phone, which means, okay, less battery, probably less room for thermal, not probably, obviously less room for thermal solutions.
Yeah.
So is it going to get warm? It charges at 25 watts, which is the same as the S25 Plus. But the S25 Plus had a 4,900 milliamp hour battery, and this is 3,900.
Yeah.
And it is, it's so thin.
Silicon carbon is the perfect opportunity for this.
Yeah.
Seems like a big miss.
Sounds like their easy upgrade for next year.
Yeah. I wonder
thinking
about
ahead, man.
scale. Yeah. So that is the Edge. I'm curious to review the phone. It's going to come out. I know for a fact the battery will be worse than all the rest of the S25 lineup because it's the same chip, the same screen, it's the same everything else. It's just a smaller battery. So how much worse is TBD? And then the other question is like, who is this for, and will they actually be okay with this phone? And that part is tricky. I think there's a theoretical person out there that does want the camera from the Ultra, the main camera, and does want to upgrade from the base S25s, but doesn't want a thick, large phone with a stylus that they don't have to carry around.
It's not even thick.
I don't know who this person is or how many of this person exists, but it could be a good fit for that.
I just think if you weren't sacrificing arguably one of the most important things in the phone, if they were able to fit the same capacity, it would make sense, because it would be like, I'm paying the extra money for the extra flashiness of it being thinner, but I'm not really sacrificing much. But now you're sacrificing a lot, and you have to pay more money for a feature that nobody asked for.
I think this is the big question is going to be, does Apple have the same angle, and do they secure silicon carbon at their scale?
That's a great question.
Because Apple's going to ship a lot of iPhones, like they usually do, probably more than Samsung will ship this S25 Edge. Are they going to have silicon carbon in that, or are they also not going to have silicon carbon?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
They never say anything about their battery size, or they're consistently the smallest battery sizes. They seem to not care.
Which is what
they have software efficiency.
That's what makes it a hard sell for me, because if you're Apple, I feel like the magic of that is you have to be able to go, we did this amazing magical Apple thing where we have a thinner phone that has the same battery life.
Which you could do with silicon carbon and not say silicon carbon.
Yeah. You could just go, we have this magic.
Could. I still don't think they do it.
And I think you're probably right.
We should bet, because I think they do it.
If I have to go pure logic on Samsung couldn't, I know they would want to, right? It makes too much sense. Samsung couldn't, makes me think that Apple also can't.
Here's my other reasoning why. This has a 3,900 milliamp hour battery. The iPhone 16 has a 3,200 milliamp hour battery. So if you can fit a 3,900 milliamp into this small one, you can also fit a 32 milliamp. Why? I don't think they're going to want to make the battery that much bigger.
So
they can already fit what they had.
Plus, or is that
no? There's regular 16 has.
This is a tall phone though, right? Like the Air, the Edge. Sorry, the Edge is big.
The Edge is the same size as the S25 Plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Google I/O is supposed to mean like in out, right? You know, it's kind of like the
Input
I/O,
output.
Output. Yeah. I'm gonna be in and out because I'm only there for one day.
You're gonna go to In and Out.
I'm gonna go to In and Out. Oh wait, Google In and Out.
Google In and Out.
That's the collab we want.
I thought it was Googlio the whole time.
Googlio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't believe no one corrected me. I've been saying Googlio around the office for years.
Well, you know what? Next week, I'm gonna say it's the Googlio podcast.
Make sure you watch our Googlio coverage, and then shortly after, our Wawadika coverage.
Wawadika?
Get subscribed. See you soon.
Wawadika?
Don't miss it.